higher.
Okay, so I just wanted to come back to a few of the questions that you mentioned in the questionnaire. So some of the questions in that questionnaire are what specific limiting beliefs are holding me back right now? That's the
Right.
first, one of the few questions that you can ask yourself. How are these limiting beliefs preventing me from achieving my goal and my objective, whatever that goal or objective is for you? How are
Mm.
these limiting beliefs denying me the opportunity to become the person I want to be? And start to list down, remember that this limiting belief or this assumption, it isn't about reality, and it isn't true. It's an assumption. So a belief is an assumption. So what is it that I want to make my reality? What is the belief that I would like to make true to myself and to my reality, which can bring me forward? And hold true to that belief for yourself, so you can rewrite what your belief system is going to be for you. So one part of
Mm.
it is, of course, letting go of the belief systems that are not working for you, right? So what is it, why am I holding on? A very good question to ask is, why am I holding on to this belief? What
Mm.
is it, it's serving me in some way, and so I'm holding on to this belief. So
Mm.
it may have served me at a time when I needed this belief system, and I needed to get through that moment at that point, but somewhere then that belief system stayed back with me. And change is the
Mm.
only constant, right? We are constantly changing. So we are not the same person who we were 5 minutes back. Change is what I'm making of it for myself. So, what is it moving forward in this moment forward that I would like to create for my own belief system for myself? So, it could be
Mm.
something that I've always wished for, and I've just felt there's this huge wall in front of me. Address the wall as your friend, because that wall is the fear. Address it not as your foe, as an obstacle, or as a block. Just say that beyond that wall, there is so much left for me to still do with my life. And I'm at that
Mm.
crucial junction and that crucial stage where I can rewrite it. It's not too late. It's never too late. So, what are the life experiences that are supporting me towards constantly reaffirming that negative belief in me? How many times? So something could have happened to us 10 times, and we felt that that's our whole identity, that false identity that I spoke about earlier. But what about
Mm.
the 110 times when that hasn't happened? And we've
True.
totally forgotten about that. We've totally forgotten about where we really stood in our strength, where we really excelled, where we really felt happy, where we really felt full. But all of that just flew out of the window because of that one mishap or that one small error that we made. And we just rejected and just looked away from everything brilliant that we have done in our life. And we have done lots of brilliant stuff. We have survived a lot of stuff. Everything that we are today, it's because we've survived, we've learned, we've grown, and we've reached a position of a better understanding about who we are. So let my belief system grow with me, is what I'm trying to say over here. Allow it to grow with you. So even if I feel like I'm in sinking sand, with my
Mm.
belief system, know that even there is a way out of the sinking sand. There are always possibilities. And that possibility is for you to understand what is the belief system that you want to adopt from this moment onwards. So that's a very important part of it, to first understand what my old belief patterns are. Then I come to understanding what it is that I really want. What is it that would help me achieve that? I visualize that for myself. So I visualize for a minute that I don't have these limiting beliefs. Without the limiting beliefs, what is it that I'm feeling? Focus on those emotions, because when I feel those emotions, I feel those emotions of empowerment, of confidence, of happiness, of joy, of fulfillment. I'm going to be able to create a new belief system based on those emotions. So if I want to feel all of those things, what are the beliefs that I can have to feel all of those things? And then adopting and adapting to those belief systems is constantly reminding myself in every moment that it's exactly like I said, set the intentions of my life. I'm reminding myself that that is like my PhD, that is where I'm going to draw from. So anytime I'm getting a negative feeling of something or negative belief coming up, I'm going to say, no, I've set my intention of my life with that. And then I'm not looking at, and also I'm not looking at fear anymore as stopping me. I'm looking at fear as allowing me to grow even more. So I'm changing that mindset, that I need protection from fear. I don't. Because if I'm looking at fear as a friend or as something where I'm going to grow from, it's great. It's great. I can face it. I have the strength to do that. So that's another way of looking at it. So these are so like I said, the questionnaire is something that's very important, and I'm going to send the questionnaire to all those who are interested in knowing more about about that. The other thing I want to know, I would like to share is about a modality which really helps in this. So this is not a modality that you can do on your own. It is something that you need to go to somebody. It's called theta healing. So theta healing is basically, theta is a brainwave. It's a brainwave before we go into deep sleep, and it's a very meditative brainwave. It's a very meditative state to be in. So when I use the word meditative, it is a very relaxing state to be in. Uh, so there is a modality, and you know, you need professional training in it, and I have that training. And it's basically when I'm connecting to your subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is 90% of our mind, and that is where all these limiting beliefs are stored. So I am able to connect to your consciousness, your mind, your subconscious mind, and I'm able to draw out whatever the negative belief patterns and the negative belief systems are, which are not helping you any longer, which are just there, and there's no reason for them to be there. And when I'm releasing them back, I'm taking them out of your subconscious mind and I'm replacing them with empowering belief systems. So beliefs which help you in this moment moving forward, for you to align yourself to those positive belief systems which will help you move forward. So again, this is not something that I can share here because it's not something that can be done by you. But just to give you the idea that there is something else out there, if you feel that this isn't good enough for you in terms of I'm not being able to find the answers to release the belief patterns. The questionnaire is very, very comprehensive. So, you know, it will definitely give you a lot of insight into what you can do and questions about that. So, Eva, I just want to come back to you if there's anything that you have in terms of, you know, something you'd like me to just explain again.
I think you've pretty much covered everything, Payal. That is really intensive, gives you a good insight into, you know, what core beliefs are. I'm just amazed at how, you know, how they get in, and we just don't even know when they become a part of us, and we create this false identity, you know, and we function out of, you know, from that, you know what I mean? And it's scary.
Please don't avoid taking the steps towards what your new belief is. Even the smallest step, even the smallest step of solidifying, you know, that unlimiting decision, that unlimiting belief about yourself, the smallest step. You have to just answer even just one question. It's not even going through the whole questionnaire. But please take that step, because you are headed in the right direction and you are acknowledging that you are worthy of having the life that you want. And that is the most important thing to do. When I'm acknowledging that I'm worthy of it, then it's easier for me to open up myself to a possibility. And when I'm opening up myself to that possibility, I'm opening up myself to hope. When I'm opening up myself to hope, I'm opening up myself to a new perspective on the same situation, the same person, the same environment, the same emotion, mostly the same emotion. So please do this exercise for yourselves in whatever capacity that you can. It will definitely give you some clarity, and which will help you to move forward.
Key takeaways, Payal, if you could, that would be great. Thank you.
So Eva, I'm actually going to throw this back to you and ask you, what is your key takeaway from everything that I've said?
That's Payal, guys. That's just an insight into, you know, how the sessions work, you know.
Okay, Eva, go for it. The summary.
Okay, so there's a lot here. So yeah, right. So thoughts are just thoughts. When they attach emotions to it, then it becomes a conviction. If it is positive, great, go ahead. If it is negative, then, you know, we might want to reevaluate and yeah, you know, see what doesn't serve us anymore, and let's work on releasing them. So up to 7 years of age is when we form all of our core beliefs, and obviously life experiences then adds on to those core beliefs. Something good to know, and in case you're wondering where they're coming from, these beliefs create our false identity. Let that be the key word every time we're doubting ourselves, you know, false identity, you know. Like I mentioned in the previous show, what I do is, you know, I make a note of it. Ooh, observation. You know, is this good? Is this good really? You know, is this serving me? No, it's not. So, you know, let's reflect. And then, try and form new beliefs, grow with our beliefs, right, Payal? That's what you said,
Yes,
grow our
yes,
beliefs, correct?
yeah. Grow out, grow
Okay.
out of the fear of our beliefs, right? Because we fear our belief is fear based on fear. So fear is my friend. What
Fear
it's
is my
teaching
friend.
me to grow something from within me.
Yeah, there you go. So fear is your friend, limiting beliefs is the friend with bad advice. Remember that, right? Oh, I love that analogy, Paya. I must say, seriously. Um, yeah, so we can separate emotion from the belief, the glue, super glue example or analogy. We can definitely do that. We just have to be resilient. We have the right to live the life that we want and live on our own terms, right? And all that we need to do, it starts with identifying what our core beliefs are that are not serving us and work towards releasing them. Okay, and you've got Pile in case you need any help. I didn't need to say that, you already know that. Belief is an illusion. Limited belief protects us from pain. Oh my God. I mean, yeah. What would I be without my limiting beliefs? I love that. What would I be without my limiting beliefs? That is going to be my mantra, Pile, personally. That's going to be my
That's like
mantra.
opening up
Every
a
time I
Pandora's
encounter, be it,
box.
is
It's
it?
like, isn't it? Because I'm opening up myself to so many possibilities when I don't have that limiting belief within me. So how amazing can that be? Like there's unlimited possibilities in front of me now.
Yeah, I can do you. We can do anything. We can be anything we want. Remember when we were little kids and, what do you want to be? I want to be a doctor. I want to be a rocket scientist. I want to be everything. And then suddenly now we're like, I can't do that. How many times do we find ourselves saying, oh, I can't do that. That's too difficult. That's not easy. You know what? Every time we catch ourselves doing that, we just stop, right, Pyle? And
Yes.
we just say, you know how is this serving me, and what would I be without my limiting belief, my new mantra. Thanks, Bio. um, and what belief would help me instead? hmm. Okay. Belief patterns, and these are the emotions that we attach to these beliefs. They are abandonment, arrogance, damage, inferiority, rejection, shame. These are just a few, like Kyle said. And if you rewind in the video, you can go into the details of what each one looks like and the positive affirmations to change those positive, these beliefs, these negative beliefs. And yeah, so why am I holding on to this belief? It's a very good question. It might have served you in the past, served us in the past. It doesn't anymore. So that's another way of looking at it. And let's allow our belief system to grow with us, right? Kyle?
I
Anything
just have,
else?
yes, I have 2 points, sorry, that I forgot to mention earlier. So one is to acknowledge that these are beliefs and they're not truths, right? So the minute I say that, the first thing that comes to my mind is, but no, my limitations are my reality. So here's the
Mm,
place where choice comes in. So,
mm,
what is more important to you, defending your limitations to death or achieving your goals and desires? And we can literally do it till death. We just continue to hang on to that belief till
yeah.
uh, till it's too late, or we feel it's too late. It's never too late, but we feel it's too late. So there was a very famous author, I can't get his name, I think it was evelyn Evelyn Walk. I can't remember the name exactly, but he said when we argue for our limitations, we get to keep them. And I think that that's just so amazing, right? I choose. You choose whether you argue for your limitations and keep them for as long as you want, or you set yourself free. So that was one point. And the second point was to try out a different belief. Try it on for
Mm,
yourself, what it feels like. So this can
mm,
come from a past experience as well, right? So
mm,
because I'm using my imagination to try on that belief that is aligned with what I want. So it could
mm,
be something like my financial difficulties in the past have taught me so much about now, so that I'm fully prepared to handle the situation in the moment. Or the past relationship that didn't work out for me, and that unhealthy relationship, I've learned so much about what it is that I actually want in a partner and what I want from a relationship. So this is the second point. So try on the belief for yourself. Try it on, imagine it, and see what it is, how that limiting belief can actually help you. Because a limiting belief is something that is, I've kept it in place because of something negative that happened in my life, if it's a negative belief. So how did that help me? What did I learn from that? What is the lesson from that? And move forward from there. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share.
Okay, very powerful once again, Payal. Thank you for that. I was just referring to my notes, just trying to see if there was anything else on there. But thank you so much for taking the time and for sharing your valuable knowledge with the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know it's out of the comfort zone for you. Thank you for being the fish out of water. You're doing a great job. So thank you so much. And yeah, so are we good to wrap up? Was there anything else?
Yes, absolutely. I just wanted to say thank you again to everybody who's been watching, who's been sending me feedback, comical feedback as well. And it's really great. Thank you very much for taking the time out to do this. Even if you guys are just watching it for 10 of the 20 minutes or 5 of the 20 minutes, I feel even that is some shift that will make you think about something. There's something important that you will pick up from it and be able to apply it and move forward with your lives in the way that we're meant to. And let's really prepare ourselves in the most amazing way for when things open up and when things go back to the new normal, that we have really feel that something we use this time really effectively for working on ourselves, because this time hopefully doesn't come back to us in this way. We do get the time to do things for ourselves. We take out the time, and that's probably the biggest lesson that we take from this entire space and time that we're getting now, that it's really important to take the time out for important things in our lives. So I hope that this series is helping you to just reevaluate and recalibrate for yourself, and do continue watching. Thank you.
That's all that we want, really, to share the benefits, that we've received from doing this work on ourselves. And yeah, Payal, you are on various social media sites. Are you going to share that with the world? Do you want us
Yeah,
to
so I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and YouTube. I'm still learning, getting my way around them. So please ignore all the technical glitches with that. But at the end of this video, there will be a frame that will come up, which will share the link that you could follow. So if you have enjoyed this, if you'd like to know more smaller tips, I have quotes that I put up on Instagram, which also can help you at different stages and moments in your day. Please do join me and follow that and like everything. And yes, that's what I'd like to say.
And yes, what we have not been mentioning in other videos, and I think we should have, like I said, we are not professionals at this. We just have the intention of sharing, this positive message, with the world. What we should have shared is, there might be someone out there who really needs to hear this message. So, please share. You'll never know what the takeaway is. It might make a huge difference, to somebody's life who's might be struggling. We've all been there. And these kind of messages that, it's just a breakthrough, really, and it could help us in the most difficult times. Our strongest friends could look like, they have it all together, but you'll never know that, what they're going through. So yeah, let's be there for them. There's if they can get anything out of it, that's all that we can hope for, right, Payal?
Yeah, let's be that well-intentioned friend with good advice. Not the one with the bad one.
Exactly. Lovely. Though I love the way you put it, Payal. So yeah, I think the message from Payal and today, and from me as well, is you are valuable, you are loved, and the fact that you're watching this right now is because you love yourself. And continue to do the work. It is difficult emotions will come up. You will want to run away and not face them. Be brave. We are there for you. So come to us, if you need, further assistance. And have a wonderful day, and see you next time. thank you for watching. Bye. Bye, Payal.
Bye.
We've done, a lot of work, together, and I'm reaping the benefits of that, which is why I'm here talking to all of you. She has only one thing in mind, which is, how do I get you to be the best version of yourself? And seeing the benefits that she's or the changes, the impact that she's had on other people, is what has made her come onto a show like this, although she's been running away from this for the very very very, very long time, and a whole bunch of us have been beating her to get on something like this. So thank you, Payal, for doing that, because this is really really helpful.